Hey, good evening, everybody. Once again, this is your girl, Veda. You are watching the Wright Work Out. I want to thank my whole Source Nation Network family. How you guys doing? I'm so glad to be here today. Hey, Andrea, again. How you doing? I wanted to actually call this segment a, Ask Veda questions because I get so many questions in my inbox. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Good to see you, honey. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing? I'm glad you're here, glad you're watching. So again, we're going to get back to the Ask Veda questions, okay? And this is going to be something I'm going to start doing every month, Source Nation family and all my wonderful family and friends that follow me doing the Wright Workout. We're going to start doing that because a lot of people ask me questions, and they are questions that more than just one person has. So I want to answer this question first. This one was crazy, and it had me cracking up. This question, I'm not going to say who it is, but it's something I get asked all the time. You wouldn't believe it. Why is breakfast so important? Is that a crazy question? Well, I don't think any question is really, really crazy because if you don't know, you just don't know. So I personally feel like breakfast is important because you need carbs, you need, nutrients, you need proteins to jumpstart your body in the morning. I think that, when you're sleeping and your body is kind of in what I would like to say a fasting stage when you're sleeping, like you're not eating, so you're fasting. So you kind of deplete your stored up energy, which is your glucose. So when you wake up in the morning, you do need some carbs, you do need some protein to, kind of get you going, get your metabolism revved up and, to help you have energy throughout the entire day. So, hey, Brian, how you doing? So that is my recommendation. Like, you got to fill your tank up, and I like to use as an analogy the fact that if you like you have embers to a fire, like the fire's almost out and you can barely see the little sparkles, the embers, you need some flames to get that thing going in the morning. So you can't just walk around and skip breakfast. Like a lot of my clients actually do skip breakfast, and I hate that because you're not giving your body or your mind a chance to, get revved up, get going. So you got to give yourself that energy. You got to give yourself those good carbs, and you got to give yourself, some wonderful things to kind of push you along throughout the day, because whatever you eat for breakfast should last you at least a couple hours. So I'm thinking maybe, let's say 10 to 15 grams of protein, right? 30 grams of carbs, complex carbs, good ones like fruit, you know what I mean? Steel oats, fruits, egg whites, things of that nature will get you going. Like you don't have to, it doesn't have to be a major thing like wheat toast and some peanut butter, or, a little bit of Nutella, like something like that would get you going. You just need to get up and rev up that system so that your body and your mind knows we're getting ready to do something today, right? That is it. That is all that is required. But you do have to remember, like while you're sleeping, your body is being, depleted of, your stored energy. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't have that stored energy, that glucose. So, you ever wake up in the morning and you kind of fuzzy headed? That's because you ain't eating. You need to put something in there so that you can think, on your feet while you're at work, and you can get to moving. Hey, Tiff, how you doing? Hey, Tonette, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. Glad to see you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. We're in an Ask Veda segment. So if you got any fitness questions, I'm asking the questions that have been sent to me in my inbox. But if you have any while we're sitting here conversing over the next 30 minutes or so, feel free to, chime in, ask your questions, and I'll try to answer them as much as possible. Now, there is another question that I had from another young lady, and she actually is from Arkansas. I'm not going to tell you her name, but she's an awesome, awesome friend of mine. And what she said was, is it better to separate your strength training from your cardio, or is it better to sprinkle a little bit in between when you're lifting weights and doing your cardio? Or is it better, hey Tiff, or is it better to do cardio after you've done your strength training? Well, I'm going to go from, my 15 plus years of experience in the fitness business. Well, I can tell you right now, Sylvia, since you asked the question, how many calories should you be taking in? Almost everything that you see, on a regular scale diet is based on a 2100 calorie diet. So that is, to me, what you should be taking in if you're, really, really trying really hard to lose weight. I think you should go lower than that. But I think it has to be the good stuff, like the things that you need that your body can burn off and use as energy. So I would say stay under a 2100 calorie diet if you're still, you still have inches, that you're trying to lose. That's what I recommend. let me see, let's get back to this cardio thing. So cardio before you do your workout actually prepares your body for your strength training. Okay. Hi, Tanisha. How you doing? So I always do my cardio before my workout most of the time. Now, unless I'm doing interval training. Now, interval training is when, say for instance, you go to a boot camp or something and you're doing a certain amount of jumping jacks, and then you're over somewhere and they have some hand weight somewhere and they tell you, to do a whole bunch of shoulder presses, or then you jump and do push-ups and, things like that. I'm not saying that's not a good way to do it, but you have to figure out, okay, what's my purpose for this workout? What's my goal? Now, if your purpose and your goal is to increase your heart rate and prevent injury, then I would say do your cardio before, because if you're prone to injury, you got to warm up those muscles before you start lifting weights. Because if you don't and you try to go straight to the gym, you ever see people, I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all gonna be mad. A lot of y'all guys go straight in the gym, don't warm up, don't stretch, don't do nothing, y'all go straight to the weights. You're not going to be able to do that forever, sirs. Sorry, you're not going to be able to do it. You got to warm up. I know girls do it too, but we don't do it as often as you guys. Because if you look, and I look and I assess, most of the time, ladies go straight to the cardio machines. And that is a thing that, we need to do. Guys, you don't even stretch. Like, you got to start doing something to get the muscles warmed up, to tell your body to get prepared because you're about to strength train or you're about to do some different kinds of workouts. Okay? So once again, cardio before actually will help you, to improve your performance. Once you start lifting weights, if you do the cardio before, your endurance will be a little bit better because you've already done something. And what you're telling your muscles is, I need you to be sustained and I need you to be consistent till I get through with this thing I'm trying to do. Right? So that's why I recommend to do the cardio before. Now, but what I'm going to tell you about doing the cardio after, actually after is pretty good too, because sometimes I actually do both. But you do a lower intensity one after your workout. And what that helps to do is to flush out the lactic acid so that you're not as sore, you know what I mean? And that whole thing. So if you want to do like maybe 20 minutes after you get done doing your strength training, say you give me 15 minutes before. Now you've warmed up the muscles, right? This is an ideal workout day. You've warmed up the muscles. Now all I need for you to do is to go do your strength training, whatever it is you're going to do, whatever muscle group you've decided you're going to work that particular day, because you do need to break that thing up. You ain't go to the gym every day and do a total body. We don't do that now, do we, people? I hope we don't, because that's not a good idea, because you have to have recovery days in the middle so that your muscles can rebuild and replenish. That's the name of the game. So you're going to have to do that. But anyway, like I said, the after effect is that it actually aids in muscle recovery. So when you get done working out, you're not as sore because it kind of flushes out the lactic acid that's building up in your muscles after you've lifted weights. When you get that pump and you're feeling that tightness already, that's the lactic acid building up. So in the recovery process, when you feed your muscles and in your recovery state, when you feed and then you're like replenishing everything, you know what I mean? When you're there, that is when the lactic acid usually slowly leaves, right? But if you do a 20-minute workout after you get done, cardio workout after you're done with that, then usually it'll speed up recovery and you don't have to worry about being as sore. So that's one of the things that, I like the most about doing the cardio afterwards. So that's a recommendation in case you needed to have that information. Now, I also got this really, really awesome letter from this young lady, and I'm going to read the letter last, but I got something to address another question. Somebody said, if you're at the gym, how, like, say for instance, you're at Planet Fitness or Anytime Fitness or 24-Hour Fitness or any of those fitness things, they're so cost effective now that almost everybody has a membership to something like that, as opposed to LA Fitness and all the places who bust your head open with memberships and don't even really walk you through an orientation. Now, if you're at a place like that where they have the little squirt bottles and you wipe everything down and that kind of makes you feel some particular sort of way, the only way you're going to be able to steer clear of germs is to actually take your own towel, wash your hands before you work out, wash your hands when you're done. That's always, a practice that I use to keep me from germs. Avoid touching your face, your eyes, and your mouth and your nose, your ears, any of that while you're working out, because you're going to get the germs off the machine because somebody was always on there before you. So think about those things too. Something else to help you stay germ free at the gym. Stay away from people that are sneezing. If they're sneezing or coughing, it ain't like you being mean or nothing, but if you don't want to catch it, you need to steer clear of it because a sneeze can actually travel up to 6 feet. Did you know that? That ain't the coolest thing in the world to, somebody sneeze and they don't cover up and then you get the residuals. Yeah, not fun. So if somebody's coughing and they're sneezing, do the best you can to kind of stay away from, what they're doing because you're going to be next. Trust and believe me. Now, when you're laying on a weight bench, I always do this. When you're laying on a weight bench, take a towel with you. Don't take a little bitty baby face towel with you. Take a towel long enough to where if you're going to have your back on there, unclothed, because I'll just wear a sports bra to the gym. That's just how I get down. So if you're like me and you got your arms out or anything, you're going to have a piece of your skin, open. That's in, when you're sweating, your pores are open and everything. And you're going to lay on a bench where somebody else laid who may have been sick. So take you a nice clean towel with you every time you go to the gym, one big enough for you to lay on. And then you don't have to worry about the germs off the bench, just in case the person before you did not have the common courtesy to wipe down the machine. Okay? Yeah. Oh, hi, Brittany. How are you? Okay, so Brittany wants to know what that uncomfortable feeling is when you work out and your thighs itch. Is that from sweat? Well, I mean, it could depend, Brittany. It could be a skin issue. It could be, something that you've eaten that's actually trying to come out of your skin. I actually have a really, really awesome friend. Her name is Tamika, and she itches all the time. That's the way she knows her lactic acid is building up. For some reason, when lactic acid builds up in her thighs, in her legs, she itches like she has lost her mind. I love it though. I think it's awesome. It's an indicator to me, when she says she's itching, because it does not affect me in that manner. When mine actually feels like, it's pulsating a lot. You know what I mean? You know how you go, people say, oh, I can feel my heart beating something. That's what mine does when my lactic acid builds up. Hey, Miss Mamie, how you doing? But for some people, it's just different. A lot of times it could be the clothing that you're wearing. If your skin is not able to breathe underneath some pants or something, then that itching could occur. So it could be a various amount of things. But listen to this. Please pay attention to your body. Put on a particular pair of pants. Go work out on your leg day. See what happens. Then do it again in another pair of pants or do it in shorts. That way you'll know if it's like a skin thing, if it's like a muscle thing. You can start doing the process of elimination and figure out actually what it is, okay? So I hope that helps you a little bit, Brittany. Just kind of eliminate some things and see what it is. Because that way, if it's not a skin thing or, it's not your clothes or whatever, then you can start eliminating things like what foods am I eating, that are trying to come out of my pores during that time. So we can figure those things out, but you just got to eliminate some things. Hey, Miss Walker, how you doing? Mwah. Shout out to everybody in Arkansas. Love y'all. Here's another thing to be leery of. Now, you know how we always wearing fitness gloves and things like that at the gym, like I do. Oh, thanks, Brittany. I'm so glad you tuned in. Now, be mindful of this. You know how everybody's always got on their earbuds and stuff? You got to wash those out too. You know what I mean? Like when you got to wash your earbuds out. You got to wash your stinking gym gloves out. Because they do get funky, trust me. If you put in work, they do. Because mine, are lit. I have to wash them. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Also, when you're going into the locker room, you know how you try to switch shoes? Be mindful not to put your feet on that floor. Because, honey, it's things on that floor you do not want your feet being privy to. And if you take a shower, like you do your workout at 5 in the morning, like, some people do, sometimes I end up having to do that. I got about 17 jobs. So sometimes if I go to the gym, I have to get my shower there. You better take some flip-flops and wear them in the shower. Because if you don't, you're going to have some problems, okay? I just want to let you know that. Hey, Anita. Hey, Nikki. Juice Lady. Oh, Nikki, that oil helped so much when I was sore. You guys, I got to tell y'all about that. So anyway, I'm going to tell you about that a little bit later on. But like I said, wear shower shoes because you do not want to get athlete's foot fungus from being in the shower after somebody who is not as sanitary as yourself, okay? So if you do, you're the only person that you can blame because now you know better. You need to do better, okay? Don't be in there with your feet all on them funky floors. Ain't no telling what's going on in there. Just don't set yourself up for failure and then try to blame the gym, okay? I know people who walk in there and get something on their feet peeling the next week and then be like, let's sue the gym. For what? Because you didn't wear no shoes? Okay. Let's get it straightened out. All right. So when you know better, do better. And let's do that. Here's another question on Ask Veda today. Hi, Theo. How you doing? Used to be 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's how many times you're supposed to exercise and what you're supposed to do, right? So now the numbers have changed. Now they're saying that was for someone who was trying to keep weight off for prevention of weight gain, right? So that was just to keep the weight off if you did a workout for like 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week. Now you're supposed to do, and it changes all the time, people. My thing is find out what works for you. So an hour of intense working out is what, and eating healthful, nutrition filled foods. That is the best way to do it all. So that's my recommendation. So if your goal is to lose weight and to keep the weight off, my recommendation is 50 to 60 minutes of physical activity, 5 days a week. And if you're eating right, the results, you will, be what they are. You know what I mean? You'll lose weight. You have to. Yeah. As long as you are burning off more than you're putting in, you're winning the game. Try to stick to like under 2,100 calories for your diet, and then you should be fine. Hey Lily, hey Theo, how y'all doing? And something else to be mindful of, like 2 million people right now have osteoporosis. You know what I'm talking about? Like where your back is bent all over, your posture is bad or whatever. I had another question that said, if I just work out, I'm a woman and I don't want to look like a man and have man arms, whatever. I hear that all the time. But if you're not going to do any type of weight bearing activities, I'm talking about like running, walking, strength training. If you're not going to do any of those things, bone density is a big deal. You're losing calcium all the time, especially if you're a woman. So that might be something you need to be more interested in instead of worrying about, I'm going to have arms like a man because I blow up when I work out. You know how many women say that and they ain't finna do jack when they go to the gym, okay? You won't even work out. So you sitting there talking about something that could possibly happen. Wait till you get to that road, then cross it. Jesus. Talking about I don't want to have Michelle Obama arms. You couldn't do that on your best day, honey, because she puts in work. So when people say that, it makes me laugh because I go, yeah. And I'm trying to beg you to come and work out. But you talking about you don't want to have Michelle Obama arms. No, you don't have the work ethic. So don't even worry about that. Worry about you and you being the best you could possibly be. Because Michelle Obama arms been like that for a long time. That's from hard work. Okay? Thanks, Lily. Thank you so much. Here's this letter that I need to read to you. It says, Dear Veda, I've been yo-yo dieting, low carb, no carb, low fat, high fat, fruit, everything. I tried everything. I'm just burnt out. So here's my thing. Yo-yo dieting, just stop it. Like, why are you doing that anyway? Because sometimes, you'll get in a group at church and do some intermittent fasting. Then all of a sudden you'll be like, well, let's get on this fruit smoothie diet. Then all of a sudden it's like no fat. Then it's like, ooh, eat fat because fat will burn fat and then I won't be fat, right? Stop going with all the fads. What you're going to have to do is get moving. First of all, have a healthy relationship with your food. Treat your food like you would your significant other. You know what I mean? Cater to it. Figure out what works well for your body. You have to start thinking of your body as a temple, and don't disgrace it by putting junk in there to where you can't move and do what you need to do throughout your day. That's what you have to do, people. I'm sorry. I know I might be keeping it a little too real for everybody, but seriously, you know, your body's resilient. If you don't feed it what it needs to survive, it'll get it from your teeth. It'll start taking it from your eyes, right? It'll start taking it from your hair. You wonder why it's brittle and, all that? Because your body's taking all the nutrients because you won't feed it. You so busy yo-yo dieting, you forgetting what you need to do to make that well-oiled machine run. Put some oil in it. That's the problem. Hey, Miss Duncan, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. So we're doing Ask Veda. It's a little segment that I came up with because people are always asking me questions. I really never get to address them because I'm always jumping up and down when I'm on here. So I just wanted to kind of talk to my people today to share some of the things, that people go through. Those fad diets, you guys, just because it worked for your friend and she lost weight or whatever, let me tell you what could possibly happen. Get on one of those yo-yo diets. Do whatever everybody that you've seen been losing all this weight is doing. Cool. Okay, are you going to maintain that for the rest of your life? How about you try to do something that you're going to maintain, that you're going to do consistently, that you can do for the rest of your life? Let's eat a little bit better. Push back. Try that. Eat off of a saucer. I met a woman this weekend at the hair show. She said she lost 180 pounds, honey. And all she did was she still ate the thing. I wasn't really rooting for her when she said, I still eat the same things I've been eating or whatever. She started exercising. Now that, she gets a big whoop for that. But what she said was she learned how to use portion control to her betterment. She puts her food on the saucer. When she's full, she's full. Now, y'all know, Big Mama, all y'all, everybody from Arkansas that's on right now, don't act like I'm the only one who Big Mama didn't tell them, you eat everything on your plate or you're going to be in trouble, right? So if you fix this big old whopping plate like I do every year for Thanksgiving and my family go, she knows she ain't going to eat all that. I know I ain't going to eat all of it. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach and I want to taste everybody's everything. But I know I ain't eating it. Yeah, but you need to start fixing your food on a saucer. Because that amount of food could very well be all that you need to eat and you be full, right? But you'll get it in your mind, I have to eat all this food on this plate. Everything I put on my plate, I have to eat. You may not necessarily want it. By the time you halfway through it, you sleepy. That is when you know you have failed, right? So don't set yourself up for failure. Start with a little plate. If you want some more, go back and get a little bit more. You don't have to fill up a big, huge plate and be a glutton, and just stuff yourself till you can't do anything else. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? So, that's just my advice to you. Don't, stuff yourself. Try to put more foods in that you can burn off as energy. That's the game right there, people. If you don't listen to nothing else I say, I tell my clients this all the time. When you're eating, think about it. If your body can burn it off as energy, it's gone. It's out of there. It's got to leave. If it's going in, it's got to come out. But if you put something in your body that your body can't burn off as energy, it's going to store it as fat. Guess where? All your soft areas. Everywhere that you don't want it to be at. Your booty, your stomach, all that. Your back, that part in your back where you talking about you got them ripples. You can get rid of them. You just going to have to be disciplined enough. And you're going to have to want to do it. You know what I mean? Like I get people all the time telling me, you just was born. Like, no, I wasn't. I'm 45 years old. Yes, I did say that. I will be 46 in June. She sure will. She's proud of it. Because most of the time when I tell people, they don't believe me. But the thing that happens for me is I decided I haven't tasted a piece of food that tastes good enough for me to not be here. I ain't tasted nothing that's that good. Ain't nothing that good. I love my mama's fried chicken show have my whole life. And I love my mama. And I know she cooks with love. But that chicken ain't going to be good enough for me to not be here to tell Sydney and Kennedy what they need to be doing and where they need to be going. Right? You have to make yourself important enough to where ain't no food important enough for you to not be here. I want to be here for a long time. And I hope you guys do too. Bread, white flour, white sugar, white rice. They ain't your friend. You like them. They make you feel good. They do. They like a cute boy. But let me tell you something. They ain't good for you. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to keep it 100 with you people. You are watching the Wright Work Out with your girl Veda. And we're just in an Ask Veda segment. So if anybody got any questions for me, tell me now. But I hope I get to answer some more of you guys' questions. Let me see. I did have another question as far as it was something about clothes. I think as far as fitness clothes, because everybody knows I will find me some workout clothes anywhere. Now, make sure you got some clothes your body can breathe in. Like I said, Brittany, that might be what's going on with the itching thing, right? Because everybody and their mama think they can got a workout apparel company. Not to mention everybody who thinks they're a trainer now. Sick of it, right? Get a certification. Thanks. But anyway, how can you detox your body to start a workout? Miss Duncan, as far as detoxing your body, something that I really like? There's got to be an herb store somewhere. Everybody's putting them up everywhere. There's a 7-day cleanse that's really, really awesome. And I did it before. My husband does it when we know we need to do it. When I need to completely, like after I leave Wynn, Arkansas, sorry, yeah, my family, they drink a lot and they don't eat good. So when I participate in any of the shenanigans, I got to get that stuff out of my system. I can't let it sit there. I can't let it fester. I can't let it turn into hot garbage inside this temple. She's not doing that. So what I do is I go, it's called the 7-day, it's a 7-day cleanse, I think it's called. They got a 14-day and a 7-day. I recommend that. But once you do it, don't go back. Don't do that. Clean everything out. Start over. Be mindful of your calories. Too many fruits, your body recognizes it as regular sugar. It does not know the difference between a natural sugar or a processed sugar. It is sugar to your body. It really is. Most people go, we doing a fruit smoothie cleanse at the church. You're going to put on some weight and you're going to wonder why. I ain't been doing nothing but drinking juice. You ain't doing nothing but putting sugar in. Your body needs all the other nutrients. So be mindful of those things. But yeah, you should try the 7-day cleanse. It's really, really good. You can look up JJ Smith's stuff. She's got some really good ways to actually detox and cleanse your body. Let me tell you what I did. I don't recommend supplements normally, but I did try one. Somebody finally convinced me to try one. So I tried this thing called Isogenics, right? I'm just going to go and put it out there. You can say what you want to, but it worked. So I did a 9-day Isogenics detox. So one day it was a meal replacement shake, and you could choose how to line your days up according to what your schedule is for the week. So sometimes I do back-to-back 2 meal replacements, 1 whole meal, less than 400 to 600 calories. That's what I did. I did that for 9 days. I dropped, I'm going to tell you something. You might not believe me, but I'm going to show you my waistline in a minute. 7 pounds, 2 inches off my waist. And that was in 9 days. Now, there was a little bit of intermittent fasting going on because there was one day to where I couldn't eat any food, really. I ate snacks in between, like, celery sticks or carrots or something like that in between when I was doing the detox. And I mean, it worked. It really did work, because what was happening was I was still getting the nutrients I needed, even though I was fasting. And that's the problem I have with fasting. When you're fasting, you can't get the nutrients that you need if you can't eat nothing. You can't eat nothing. You can't drink nothing. That was hard for me. I mean, I was teaching a step aerobics class, and I'm talking about I came face to face with that thing real quick, which made me go have to talk to my pastor. I was like, Pastor, do that mean I'm going to hell because I couldn't do the fast because I almost passed out? And he was like, no, we just gonna have to revamp what you can and can't eat. And that's something that you all need to do in your daily food planning thing. Just because something works for somebody else does not mean it'll work for you, your blood type, what you do, your schedule, how you get down at all. So you have to figure out what works for you. If you pass gas, you burp, or you pass some gas from your butt, guess what? Your body does not want that thing. So whatever it is, it doesn't want it. And guess what? Black people with melanin in your skin, you are lactose intolerant. Do with that information what you want to do with it, but you are. So if you still drinking all regular milk and eating all kinds of dairy and running around passing gas and, contaminating and polluting the earth, but you need to stop doing, quit it, okay? Figure out what your body's trying to tell you. You ain't supposed to be eating that cheese. I know you like it. I know you love it, but is it worth your life? Start thinking about that when you're getting ready to eat something bad. Is it worth you not being here? I ain't tasted nothing that good in my entire life. So you need to start thinking about your food in that manner. Like, how bad do you really want it? Girl, I got to eat my whatever. Okay, cool. Wonder why your ankle's swelling up. Okay? I wonder why you bloated. You can't get in that dress no more. Those jeans ain't coming up past half point on your thighs. That's why. You got to start being mindful of what you put in. And especially think about it. Now, y'all, I'm getting your business. If it ain't coming out, think about that too. You might not be getting hydrated enough. You might need a little jump start as far as, you might need some probiotics, a stool softener, all those things. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I am. I'm sorry. You can be my friend or not. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Hey, Shell, how you doing, boo? But for real, if you're eating it and it's not coming out, you don't supposed to wait no 2 and 3 days to poop, people. That ain't how it go. Because if you holding on to food for that long, you're not putting nothing inside your body that your body can process and use as energy. Because when it goes in there and you get it in and it comes right out, it comes right out. So you need to start being mindful, like I said, of what you're putting in. If it ain't coming directly out, if you eat a steak and you hold on to it for 3 or 4 days, guess what? You ain't supposed to eat steak, man. Jesus. You don't need no doctor. You don't need nobody to tell you that. You need to know that yourself. You just ain't supposed to eat it. So think about those things when you're assessing, yourself. And you need to do that. Because working out is just not a physical journey. It's a spiritual one. It is everything. Get rid of your stressors. Whatever's got you flipping out, being angry all the time. It might be that you can't go to the bathroom. Because I know that's a problem for a lot of my clients. They're not eating properly, so they can't go to the bathroom. And honey, being foolish, I say full of boo-boo. Yeah, that ain't fun. But I'm just saying, being full of it is not good for anybody. It's going to make you feel bad. It's going to make you grumpy. Not eating makes you grumpy. Because guess what it does? Now your mind's foggy. You don't have that glucose. You don't have that stored energy anymore so that your brain can work and fire off and you can think of all those wonderful things and beautiful thoughts. You don't have that. So you need to do this. I just wanted to let you know that. Hydrate a little bit more. Try some probiotics. Go somewhere and ask somebody some questions instead of sitting around being sick by yourself. Or you're going to do wander off in a corner because you don't want to move, because you don't want to eat right. You don't want to change your diet. Because I've been eating pork chops all my life. My granddaddy lived to be 96 years old. He ate pork chops and ate this and ate that. You're not him. You're not him. You probably ain't moving around nearly as much as your people used to move around back in the day, because they had to put in real work. Trust and believe me. I know my folks did. They worked way harder than I will ever work my entire life. Trust me. Oh, yeah. Girl, I got to keep it real with them. I'm trying to save my people. I'm trying to kill off generational curses, because if you don't buy that bad food, your kids can't eat it. Yeah. Stop blaming everybody else in the world about your child being a little chubby. That's your fault. Put him on a baseball team. Make her go get in some dance classes. How important is it to exercise when you have a mental illness? Exercise definitely can help with depression. You know how, Brittany? Exercise afterwards, they generate that happy hormone. Yeah? You know what I'm talking about? Endorphins. Anybody with me? Baby, endorphins have saved many a life in my home and in my family and in my friendships. Because I can be mad at the world and go work out, or be feeling bad about something about myself and go work out. And after I'm done, I'm happy and the world is a beautiful place again. So Brittany, I encourage you to get a workout in, sweetheart, because when them happy hormones show up and you ain't usually the person smiling and giggling and telling jokes, everybody gonna be like, what changed about her? You start eating better. You start moving more. I don't care if you just go walking. Start doing something to get that blood circulating. So if something is going on in your system, that oxygen coming in and moving it all around, it's going to help you out altogether. I promise you that. Right. Increase serotonin. Yes, ma'am. How about that? And I'm going to tell you something. If you got a husband or you got a wife, when them endorphins kick in, everybody get cute to you. Your significant other get real cute to you. You go home and you be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. So I think as far as for depression, Brittany, it is, it is dire. Like you have to. It should be the way you crave it, because you go, I don't want to go there. I don't want to take anybody there with me when I do go there. I don't want to sit down and muddle around in self-pity. I don't want to do that. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the gym so that when I get my mind right, and I get my body tight, everything else is going to be great. Your confidence level is going to be, boosted. You're going to think more about yourself, and you're going to know that when people see you, they see a person of confidence, a person of stature, somebody to be reckoned with. That's what it does for me. You see what I'm saying? So I recommend working out to anybody, especially if you can get those days to where you start feeling bad about, maybe I'm not where I need to be in my job. Maybe I should be here in my school by now because I'm this age or whatever, right? Everybody's got things going on. But what you do need to know too, Brittany, you are where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. So if you ain't in school or doing what you're supposed to be doing, you might be getting saved from something, sister. You might not, you don't even know. So don't feel bad about some things, because you ain't designing your path. I hope you do know that, right? All you supposed to do is get healthy, get your mind right and your body tight, and walk in that thing. Because if you ain't at 100%, you can't serve your purpose. And I think it's a grave disjustice to who made you and who put you here for the thing that you're supposed to be here to do. And you can't do it simply because you want to eat gross food and you don't want to move. I think for me, people go lying, stealing, cheating, all these sins, gluttony. They say all those things. But don't nobody say nothing about you. When God gives you a purpose and you finally figure out what it is, but you don't want to get healthy so that you can be 100% and deliver whatever it is he got you here to deliver. Yeah. Don't nobody want to talk about that. I might lose somebody on that one. But I really, really, really do believe you have to care more about yourself and, work on you first. It's called a self-assessment. And trust me, I have to do it. Sometimes I have to do it every week to where I go, okay, Veda, what did you do wrong? What is going on? Why are you not communicating well? Okay, because I ate this, because I did this. Because I was here when I should have been here. I didn't go to the gym that day because I was feeling sad and sorry for myself. I didn't get those endorphins to kick in, right? That's all on me. So I'm a firm believer in you are driving the car, but you ain't paved the way. You ain't make that road. You just need to be driving and be alert. so that you can be on that journey. You can see everything as you go. Because like I said, you are where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, sweetie. Don't get upset about something that ain't going your way or something that didn't work out. Because guess what? When this right here didn't work out, you weren't supposed to be there anyway. Believe in divine timing and divine order. And it'll change your whole way of thinking. I'm telling you. It worked for me. You know what I mean? Like, there are some things I want to be at in Arkansas. Like, I want to be, I want to go home for Mother's Day. I can't go home for Mother's Day and my little cousin's wedding at the same time. But trust me, my mama gonna know I want to be there. And as soon as I can get there, I'm going to get there. I ain't going to get depressed about it because I used to. I used to be missing my mama, crying and everything. But then I thought about it and I said, you know what? I wouldn't be able to do some of the things that I do for my mom. And there are no jobs really where I come from. And, I had to be somewhere where I could do my thing. This is what I do. Right? And everybody where I come from got tired of hearing it. So I figured I'd move somewhere else and share it with you guys. So, hey, Jacqueline, how you doing? Hey, Sue, I saw that you tuned in. I'm sorry I didn't say anything to you earlier. But yeah, Brittany, I had to let you know, sweetheart, that whole depression thing, boo, we're going to have to work out all the way around that thing. That's what you need to do. You need to stay, focused on you, not be worried about what people think about you and that whole thing, and that's including your fitness journey and your daily walk in life. You can't be so worried about what everybody think about you and what they saying. Trust me, it's been many years, honey. If you can go and cut almost all your hair off and you don't care what nobody think about it, ain't too many things you ought to be scared of doing. And I had to tell myself that. When nobody feeling that haircut, now everybody got it. And I'm cool with it. That's the highest form of flattery. You feel me? So you have to start thinking more of yourself than others do. You know what I mean? I finally got to where I like me. So if you don't, you missing out. I'm sorry. I'm a great friend. I'm a great sister. I'm a great trainer. So, that's the way I think about it. I was like, if, I smile at you and say hi and, start talking to you and you ain't got nothing to say to me, that's you. That's all you. I'm sorry. I'm in your business. But part of being, what I am and doing what I do, it's just to help you, man. And it's not just about your physical well-being. You got to be right here too. It's all encompassing, honey. Your fitness journey is everything. Okay? So, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to get all your business like that. I know I kind of got off the cuff, people, but she asked me a question and it just took me all everywhere. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. Hope you'll join me next week at 6:30, for the Wright Workout. I love you all. If you got any questions for me, please feel free. Friend me on Facebook, Veda McNeal-Wright. You over there talking to me like I can hear you, Brittany. It's okay, boo. You can always inbox me. You can email me. Whatever you need to do. Okay, Tanya Clark, what you say? Because I didn't hear what you said. So say it again, or I didn't see what you said. What were you saying? You ready to work out finally? Because I'm getting ready to start some boot camps. Right. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Oh, Tanya, you remember that day when I was up at the school about Kennedy? Yeah. I had to go work out that day, baby, because somebody was about to catch the wrath. Yeah. That other side of Veda, you don't want her on your best day. Yeah. That's why I go to the gym a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, you can ready to go? Okay. Love you, too. I'm going to tell you about boot camp. What you say, Brittany? You're not at the gym. It's okay. A gym can be wherever you are, sweetheart. If you need some tips or anything, inbox me. I'll give you some. Tanya Clark. Veda's getting ready to start boot camp next month, so get your mind right, you guys. I'm going to put it out there. I want you guys to come and join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be working out mostly outside. Hey, Vanessa. How you doing? We're going to probably be working out a lot outside. And, no, mostly we're going to be outside because it's going to be some beautiful weather because it's been cold too long. And I'm believing God for this weather to be nice the rest of the time. You ready, Clark? Because we can ready to put in some work in. And Brittany, I'm going to let you know about the schedule so that you can come and we can talk a little bit more, girls. Because, girls, sometimes all you need to do is release. Get that thing off your back and tell somebody what's going on with you. And don't keep it all bottled in so that somebody can help you. Right? That's what you need to do, sweetheart. Good, Tanya. I can't wait till we work out again. I actually miss you guys so much. I miss my studio. I miss all my friends. So I'm ready to get it in. You know I'm harder on people I love. So you might as well get ready for it, Tanya. Hey, want to do it. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with me. Emmanuel Benton, how you doing? And Herschel Crutcher, thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, World Natural Hair Show, Talia Wajid. If you guys missed it, you missed such an awesome time. I had some of the most awesome people there. I had everything from a vegan chef to Zumba demonstrations, sexy soca dance, Nikki Cersei. Me and Nikki gonna teach some classes together too, baby. Y'all ain't ready. She taught me how to whine. I'm gonna have to teach y'all that. So yeah, I mean, well, when I learn it. I spoke too quick, Nikki. I'm still learning. But yeah, it was a great experience. I have to thank Talia for letting me do my thing. It was wonderful. Katrina, you just got on, but baby, I know you're going to want to get in some boot camp this summer. So I'm starting boot camps next month. So I'm going to need you to inbox me so I can get you the information. And thank you, Lily. You so sweet. You always say something so encouraging. Anyway, oh, you saw me with Tiny? Yeah. She used to come through the studio a little bit. Next month, Brittany, do not forget, get your mind right. And Katrina, inbox me your information because I'm not sure I still got you, but I'm going to go back to my old email list. I'm hitting everybody up. If you want to get it in and you really don't know what you need to be doing, you need to come holler at your girl. You see what I'm saying? So I want to say goodbye to all my Source Nation family, all my people in Arkansas, all my people all over. If you're from Arkansas, you still in Arkansas, and it's some Arkansas in you. You still country, so, and I love you. All my folks in Chicago and them, you know, everybody. I just want to say hi and thank y'all for always supporting me. You guys come check me out on this show. You come check me out Sunday nights on my other show. And I just appreciate it. I really do. I mean, the love is overwhelming. I hope I make you guys proud. Okay? All right. Again, I want to thank my Source Nation family. And I just want to thank you guys for all the love and actually for listening. That's the thing. I just figure if you know better, you'll do better. And when I gain knowledge and I give it to my people, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my purpose. I figured it out. That's why I'm happy now, because I know what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm doing it. And I thank you guys for trusting me enough with your fitness journeys to listen to what I have to say. Because I do my research, I do my homework, and I know everything don't work for everybody. But I hope in all this madness and all this wonderful, beautiful chaos that I bring to you, that you figure out what works best for you and that you start moving and start eating a little bit better, okay? That's all we can ask for. That is all I can ask for. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. I will see y'all next week, same time, 6:30. Oh, Brittany, that's so sweet. I appreciate you too. Yeah, thank you guys. Alvia, is that how you say your name? Oh, that's it. Cool. Thank you guys for listening. Lily, I appreciate you. You know, I actually listen to you too. And I thank you for feeding my spirit like you do. And a lot of you, Tiffany, the book, you know, everything, you know, that you talk about and what you say, I love it. I'm so glad that we're starting to be able to share with each other as sisters and brothers and give information and receive it well. When somebody's trying to tell you something, even if you think they're the dumbest person in the world, listen to them. You can learn something from anybody. I'm telling you that. Don't think you too all that to learn something from somebody. Right? Oh, that's Al. Hey, Al. Oh, hey, Al. Oh, man, that is crazy. I remember y'all from when I was little. I love y'all. I still do. And yes, Tiffany, we're going to have to get together. Next event, I want you to be there. Okay, sis? So somebody needs to hear your message. You need to, matter of fact, maybe I'll interview you on this show. What you think about that? Think about it. Let's talk about it. All right, sister? Because I think when you have a testimony, you know, you had a test and it was a huge test and you passed it. You need to tell somebody about it because you could help somebody. Because I got some sisters I know had the same issues that you had and they need to know. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Any other questions you got, please inbox me. Friend me on Facebook, Veda McNeal-Wright. On Instagram, it is Wright One Fitness, at Wright One Fitness, right? So let's do it. Let's keep helping each other. That's all we're supposed to be doing. Find your purpose, figure it out, and be at 100%. So when you find it out, you don't halfway do it. All right? Don't do that to God, and don't do that to you. All right, I love y'all. Y'all already know. Let's do it again this week, 6:30. Thank y'all for listening to Ask Veda on the Wright Workout. Let's do this again. This was so much fun. I thought jumping up and down in front of y'all was fun. Talking to y'all is even better. All right. Love y'all. Peace.
yours.